Welcome to No Match for a Blaster, Star Wars Role-Playing Podcast, Season 2, Episode 34, Tour and Tail. I'm your host and airline pilot on Jakku, wondering why everybody wants to go back to Jakku, Ito Davis. If you're new here, No Match for a Blaster is an actual play podcast featuring the Morality Plays crew, playing the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games. And now it is time to thank our Nerve Herd of the Week, David Ruth, and our Blast Herd of the Week, Pineapple. At this level, our patrons get access to our exclusive Patreon feeds, so they can listen to our episodes days early. Plus, David will get to name his very own NPC on the show. Thank you, patrons. To be our next Blasterhead or Nerf Herd of the Week, be sure to subscribe to us at Patreon at patreon.com/moralityplays. We've got a new poll going on Twitter. What big bad do you want to return in Episode 9? Is it Kylo Ren? Emperor Palpatine? Maybe even Admiral Thrawn? How about Vader? Drop by at morality_plays on Twitter and weigh in. So, prep your super spy gear, because we're turning to the crew of the Atheon, as they've just finished listening to a sermon on the Force with some suspected agents of the First Order nearby.
Open. Moff Spozak's intelligence log. On the city planet of Segura, the third resurrection of Twilight operates as a minuscule congregation of Force worshippers. As part of their mission to locate an ancient Jedi temple, the crew of the Atheon has visited this group to find it has little knowledge of anything of import, but that the datapad from which its leader draws his beliefs may provide a clue to the agent's next steps. Close intelligence log.
Alright, so he finishes up.
Well, that was less than informative. Alright, let's get out of here.
Do people clap?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a clapping sort of religion?
It's a 35-minute sermon. That's it. Yeah, they're clapping.
S4M will clap.
That is a brisk sermon.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah.
He is obviously caught up in talking with other, people coming up to him and constantly asking questions. A lot of the people that were very energetic about the sermon are definitely keeping him tied up.
Mm-hmm. I do want to go to him before we leave real quick.
You could get in line. S4M will wait by the door.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. After a few minutes, it thins out enough that you can get up to him.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good.
Thank you!
Yeah.
He looks through his datapad. Camiya, right?
Oh, I thought I changed that.
Nope. You never went up to his datapads.
Okay, I was talking about it. Fine. Y'all, is there any point in me saying no?
Not really.
Not really, huh? Yeah, hey, just wanted to say, we're gonna be in town for a little bit. If you ever need anything, and she'll give him her comm number.
Oh, absolutely.
She's legitimately worried that something bad is going to happen to this guy.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Yes. If I ever need help or guidance, I'll be sure to ask.
Thanks. Yeah, just let me know. And she'll go and she also, as she was waiting, she kind of, texted Remi, we should leave at different times, because they've got my name.
At that, Remi walks out and heads to... Well, whichever one's closer. Out of the brewery and the city hall and something else. Whichever is the closest.
Okay, I'll search for whichever one's closer.
I'll go ahead and say the brewery. The city halls are they're not as connective tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we go to the brewery.
All right, you go up 30 floors, back up to the taxi area, and then I assume you wait for Camiya.
Are we being tailed?
Roll a perception.
I'll certainly try, but that might be more the captain's thing.
Roll
Perception. Wait, perception. I have a yellow and a green in perception. Okay. That's not
I
horrible.
have 3 green.
Difficulty?
3 purple.
And
How does Remi's ability work when it's a group perception?
It adds 1.
in short range, you get a blue die.
Okay.
Okay. So
I get a blue
yellow, 2 green, and a blue.
Mm-hmm.
Against what?
3 purple.
1 success.
Yeah, you're being tailed.
We're being tailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single person.
Was it one of the people from the meeting?
It is a different person.
Oh, okay.
Is it one of the ones that I noticed?
It is a different person from anybody at the meeting.
Yeah, they're not one of the people from the meeting.
Okay.
I'm presuming I'm with the captain, even if Camiya isn't.
That's why I thought that way. You guys rolled together, so.
Right.
If we're being followed, then I'm just gonna go to the brewery and have a beer.
Yeah,
Go take a tour.
I was gonna say,
And take a tour. That's exactly right.
I will make it a point to say, Captain, did you still wish to do that brewery tour?
Yes.
Recalculating. This way, Captain.
Okay, you're gonna have to take a taxi there.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
Oh no, we'll have to spend credits.
All right. Yeah, it looks like it's a 30-minute speeder ride over to the building. that has
Clang,
the brewery.
thud, clang.
It is in a specific like textile and production superstructure. So there's like plumes of fog and smoke and smog coming, like just billowing off of the edge of it. So,
The trifecta.
Camiya, you're going
Fog,
to ride
smoke, and
separately
smog.
than them.
Yep.
Where are you going to go?
Actually, like, because I don't know if if they've linked me to them, I could go and try to divert this guy. Could be risky, but those are the fun things. What do y'all think? Should I try to see if I can get him to go away, or at least miss where you're going?
Sure. If you want, it's up to you. I mean, we're not going to be there to help you if it goes wrong, but
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna go try. I get out a data pad that has like a whole bunch of brochures that was just like downloaded onto my data pad as we got there, because we got all of these because we were getting all these ads and stuff. And I'll pick out a place. I'll pick out a I'll pick out like a club or something like that. And I go up to, and I'd like to go up to the person and stop and ask for directions. Hey, excuse me. Hi.
Wait, so
Hey.
who are you asking?
I'm gonna
I
ask
think
the
he's
guy
asking
that's tailing
Tetris.
them.
Yeah.
I
think
want to
she's
ask the guy
the
that's
tail.
tailing them.
She's asking the tail.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go.
Oh.
I'm gonna go talk to the tail.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, yeah. So I was looking. I'm kind of new here, and I was looking, and I wanted to find this club. Is this kind of close by, or do you know if what's the fastest way to get over there? Because like, gosh, I only have so many credits for taxiing, and I don't really want to go around too much and like spend all my money before I get to actually do anything fun. She just keeps on talking to him for a minute.
I don't.
Tourist.
I don't
Yeah.
frequent such places.
And I mean, like, you don't like.
No.
Wait, what do you do? What do you do around here for fun? Because I really want to get like the
I
local
I think she
experience.
keeps talking and doesn't get a chance to answer. Yeah, I know.
So,
I like to eat at the barracks and tail people. And,
I'm really trying to get kind of the local experience, you know.
I like to go down.
And
There's a race circuit on the lower level.
really,
Yeah.
as she starts to get legitimately interested.
You might actually be interested in that, right?
What are they racing?
Whatever depends on the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. So are they doing that? Like, do they do that every day?
I don't.
They doing that right now?
I go on Thursdays.
Thursdays. What days? What is it today?
It's Saturday.
Star Thursday.
Saturday. Saturday probably have a lot of good stuff. Can you show me how to get there?
Bobby, what's your perception?
My perception is a yellow and a green.
All right, so something's coming at you. All right, so a yellow and a green.
Sure.
And I'm going to use a point.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We've given him points.
But he's given us one back.
Okay.
As I tourist at him.
All right.
Bad guy succeeded at something.
All right. Okay, so go back. Okay, so what was the last thing you said?
I asked if he could show me how to get there.
No, I'm working. I gotta go.
Oh, okay. Well, how do I get there? Can you just like tell me and you give me directions and I can
Yeah.
we'll figure out a thing or
Yeah. All right. He gives you loose directions on how to go. Like it's a different building. It's like an entertainment sector. I know. Let's say this building. On the very bottom level, one of the lowest rings is a racetrack, but it's like a wedding ring kind of a thing. So you actually race on the inside of it, and the thing is that you have to have a vehicle that goes fast enough so it'll actually grip the sides of the wall and you don't fall off.
ooh. Just to stall a little bit longer, she like repeats the directions wrong and then makes him correct her.
Okay. So I gotta go now.
Oh, well, thanks. It's nice meeting you.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Walks away.
She'll go towards the elevators.
Okay.
And like she'll kind of get in an elevator going down like she said she was going to.
Mm-hmm.
And
You could actually just go to the track.
yeah. And I mean she kind of wants to see what's there now. Since she has to be separated from them for a minute anyway. And she doesn't want them to see her coming back up.
Yeah.
But she'll calm Remi and S4. Like, all right, stall them for a minute. I need to go look around before coming back.
Okay. So you do go all the way down the track?
Yeah, I'll go down the track, just like I said I was gonna.
The bottom, 15 floors are removed and are hollow of this building, and there's this giant, band, this giant ring that sits, and there's seating above it and below it. And yeah, currently they're racing these weird 5-legged beasts in packs of 12, and they have to move fast enough to keep up enough. Is it centripetal forces? They have to keep moving so fast that they fall off, and these beasts are just barely fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. I need to find out how you get into these races. This is important to the mission. For a reason that I will determine later.
You do see that it's marked that they will do a different. There is a. God, I'm gonna be real mean. There are swoop races later that night at midnight.
Ooh.
A swoop races at midnight.
You've got to be right. That's a good band name.
How do you enter?
You have to bring your vehicle for inspection, and then there is a 1,000 credit down, and then you win purses.
Okay. Does it say, like, how early you need to bring the vehicle, or can you just, like, show up at the time and be like, I'm entering?
Let's say that it takes, like, it's like a 10-minute scan. It's a deep scan of your vehicle to make sure there's nothing cheatery about it.
Okay, cool.
But you're just skimming. You're just skimming the information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I download the things.
There's a lot of paper. There's like a 32-page, like, here are the rules and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're reading those, though.
Well, it's important to know the rules to the race. You got to know how you win.
Okay. They allow small arms fire.
This is awesome. Camiya is pleased.
It looks like it's not
small
necessary.
Arms fire, so like not my rifle. I could bring a light
like an
blaster
ion
kind of thing.
pistol, for instance.
On.
It does.
I could start shutting down other people's swoops.
Yep.
That's dangerous.
Nope.
I mean, only if they don't want to die.
For each swoop, there's an allowable maximum of 2 sentients on board.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Not everybody's doing that, though.
Okay. Cool.
It's Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, this is great.
They allow small arms fire.
She gets distracted and watches a race or two.
Yeah.
Where there's racing, there's gambling.
So, yeah. That's
So,
true.
you guys approach the production megastructure. You come in. The last 2 minutes of flying in is just blotted out with smoke and smog and everything. But you come in and it's it's kind of grimy, but it's still that same kind of welcoming touristy kind of thing. And you do see a whole bunch of newer advertisements on this level that you land at for the brewery, for Hincreed Ardry's brewery.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a pub. There's a pub tour. There's a pub that brewery tour. A brewery tour. My brain.
Having trouble?
Yeah. I'd have a problem with that word anyway.
A brewery tour.
Yeah.
So it's an Artur tour?
There's a group of looks like there's a bachelor party that is gonna go to the brew tour. So you guys can go with them. They're all lined up. They're waiting.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go with them.
Some of them look kind of sideways at your droid.
What? Never seen a droid before?
Right.
Never seen an Old Republic droid before?
As one of them looks over, I'll say, what do I want to say, actually? He looks over and I'll say, there doesn't seem to be a lot of droids here, and I've been getting some funny looks. Is there something I'm missing?
You say this, you can also look around, you see that you're in a pretty big room, and there's a giant bar. I don't know if you've ever been to a brew tour before. At the beginning and end of it, there's this massively long bar with every single on tap of they possibly produce. And you actually see that there are 4 droid ports where droids are supposed to be doing the job of bartending. And they're all kind of ripped out and then repurposed, and then there's just a place for a person. Yeah, they're not very popular, as you might say, on Segura. I assume you're not from on planet.
No, just landed today.
Yeah, a lot of us hard-working people tend to think that, making sure there's a spot for a person rather than a bot might be better use for the community, if you know what I mean.
Interesting.
But you're just visiting, I assume?
Just visiting, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we won't be here long. Maybe a week at the most.
So there's no danger of that assistant of yours to be taking up any jobs locally, so have a fantastic time.
Thank you very much. And no, he won't be taking any jobs at all.
As S4 has just finished out an application for the same position that the other guy has taken.
No,
I took my glasses off for a second.
I'm
I
not
could
doing
not read
that
it.
just yet. I think we're just pretending to be on the tour by actually going on the tour.
Yeah. The turtles start up. They give you a lot of alcohol. They give you little poker chips when you sign up. So you have to pay to go on the tour. I assume you guys paid to go on the tour.
Yeah.
All right. They give you like 3 poker chips, and you can at any point in the tour you can stop, give a poker chip, and they give you like a full-on pint or whatever you want.
Do they have to pay for me to go on the tour? Or
Yeah, that's a good point. I was going to say...
They will charge for you.
Okay, then I will give my tokens to the captain, and maybe he would like to give them to the bachelor party.
Oh,
there was a bachelor party?
Yep.
What?
Those were the ones you were talking to.
Then yes, I will hand over, at the end of the conversation, okay. Or I'll say, you know what? My friend here is not going to be using these. You fellas enjoy. And I'll give them the chips. I'll give them 3 of the chips. Or,
That's the kind of tourists we like on our planet.
You know what? I'll even give them one of mine. So I'll only have 2 chips, and I'll give them 4 chips.
Okay. They seem pretty happy about that. They're gonna get drunk faster.
Yay!
So the tour starts off. They start off showing, walking you through all the things that they make, and then you start to go. They lead everyone back through all the distillery and all the fermentation barrels and all that kind of stuff. So, is anybody here actually familiar with Ardries, the beverage?
No.
None.
Okay, so this is from Wikipedia. It's gross enough that I'm just going to read it. Ardries, known as Jawa juice, was a beverage that originated on Tatooine. It was made of bantha hides mashed with fermented grains.
Yep, gross.
Yep, Obi-Wan got some at Dexter Jester's diner on Coruscant.
Dexter Jexter, that's what it was called?
Oh,
it was actually called
great.
Dex's Diner, but yeah.
Yeah. It's the guy that Rethiev is based off of.
Right. And his name is Dexter Jetster. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What a terrible name.
Yeah. Oh, it's real bad.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That was great.
So this is a beverage that is made with fermented grains, which is fine, and then mashed...
It's a beer-like drink, right?
Mashed bantha hides. It's
not a very good beer.
No. Yeah, so you run through. It's a brewery. It's pretty cool. You might legitimately be curious and impressed about how it works out and everything. They talk about how that they supply this beverage to about 1/3 of the entire planet. There is definitely a point where they're like, and this is, where this is the offices. And you guys can stay on the tour or not if it's up to you.
The whole time I'm looking for, and should probably have told, or probably tell, S4 to be scanning for, basically like something that could be hidden in the walls, or, I don't know. I know it's a long shot.
I'm not sure I'm going to find like a hidden door or anything, but I could try to tap into their star Wi-Fi, I guess.
Remi, give me a willpower, I think it is. Hold on.
Willpower, you say?
See, what's the thing that I have had you use? This one.
If you don't pass it, you decide to get drunk anyway.
Vigilance?
Yeah, give me vigilance.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty here is going to be 1 red, 1 purple.
Yikes. Success with a threat.
Okay. You feel that weird humming in the back of your head, and you every time you take a drink, you do feel more thirsty than you did before you took a drink. You notice that after 15 minutes of the tour, the entire party, the bachelor party, they have gone through all their chips and are buying more chips.
Huh. This is a brilliant idea for a beer. Let's include a chemical in the beer to deaden the salivary glands so you're more thirsty as you drink.
All right, S4, you can give me some scans. What are you going to scan for?
I don't know. I'm looking for their in office, since we're passing the office, their in office star Wi-Fi to see if I can't link into their internal systems remotely.
All right, give me a. This is going to be a 4 difficulty because you're trying to. They have to protect their secrets, right?
Yeah. They've got to have some security, certainly. I do have this application though. Is there any way I could fill out a fake application in an attempt to break into the system? Like, for example, by getting a blue dye?
I'll give you a blue dye. It has it has a transmission code on the bottom that you're supposed to fax this into.
Okay.
So you have
Star
blue dye.
fax.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do we want to spend another of our precious light side points, everybody?
Sure, we have them.
Go for it.
Let's just do it.
We are pretty bad at spending them, so...
We're going to spend them today.
Yeah, we're going to spend them today. All right.
Spend the sheb out of them today.
Here we go. 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to access...
Slice-a-dee, slice.
You're able to access their computer systems for the most part.
Hooray, I'm useful.
You see there's a lot of transmission of... Most of the transmission is about supply and stuff like that. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for references to Chohif's application, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you actually see that there's
an address. How old was this application? I'm sorry, go ahead.
You see that there is a person in marketing called with the position of markets assistant, who is that position is currently held by Chohif, a person named Chohif.
Do we have any, company records, like his address or his comm number or anything like that?
He apparently, this is his address that he lives at.
He lives in this building?
Apparently.
Huh. Or he lives in the, corporate structure?
Yeah.
Or, the corporate... He lives in the brewery? Okay.
Yeah.
But I can get the exact location, or I can get his office location?
You can get his office location.
Okay.
Any other scans of anything?
The brewery isn't by chance in a pyramid, is it?
It is not, no.
Oh, well, that would have been lucky. No, he's going to get in, get that information, and get out. He doesn't want to be in there and perhaps get sniffed out.
Well, I mean, scans. That's a computer thing.
Right.
Okay. Yep, all right.
But yeah, he doesn't want to trip any security by being in there too long.
Okay.
He'll calm something, he'll star text the captain. I have found Chohif.
Excellent. Gather whatever you can and...
Let's finish the tour. This is actually quite interesting. I'm trying to figure out where in the process they've included this chemical that makes people thirstier.
Alright.
You do the tour. You don't see them talk about any process.
Yep.
What does that?
That's what I figured.
It finishes. Everybody gets a baseball cap and a koozie, and then you're back to where you were before. And then they have 4 people at the bar all ready to serve more drinks.
Does the baseball cap actually fit on S4M's head plate?
You can sit on top of it. It's not very snug.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll put on the baseball cap. I want to look more like a tourist.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe I'll catch less flack so that people don't think I'm trying to take their jibs. It took our jibs. Meanwhile, at the races.
Yeah, you didn't see anything that would even have given them time to put anything in the beverage that you're not seeing.
Huh. That's even more interesting.
It's all pretty transparent.
I wonder if it has something to do with the chemicals in the bantha hides.
Bantha hides. What we like to do is to soak our hops in furry cow leather.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yak cow leather.
Ugh.
With all the fur still on. So you get that good Tatooine flavor of
I can still
sand.
taste the plains of Tatooine.
That's right. Well, maybe that's obviously what's making you thirsty.
So, Camiya, you've been at the races for a bit.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Obviously, so they have jockeys ride these the five-legged beasts. They don't have any small arms fire. After a while, you do see that some of them are now. There's a race of like these, like quad bikes, kind of a thing, with wheels.
It's planet's
weird.
very strange.
That's weird.
You're kind of curious about like how, because swoops fly, and so far everything has been had to go fast enough to keep on the ground.
Yeah.
So you're a little curious about that.
Yeah.
But there are hundreds and hundreds of people all along the ring watching. And in the center of the ring, there's like a display of the front runner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And in her head, she's just like, I'm going to be on that screen very soon. Right, neat. I'm sticking around for a little while. Eventually, I remember to check in with Remi and S4.
S4, give me a perception.
Oh no.
1 red, 1 purple, 1 black.
One of each?
Yep.
1 success!
Hey!
It did.
You're sensing that there is some extra code coming through the comm.
Through our comms?
Mm-hmm.
Like our comms have been spiked?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to investigate the code.
Alright. It sounds like it's
Somebody else is listening into our text messages?
somebody's listening, and it's trying to embed a certain amount of code into every comm that is on the channel.
Okay. I would like to slice that, please.
Okay. Give me a 2 red computers.
2 failures, 2 advantages.
Okay, so you know that if
Okay, I cannot slice this.
you cannot slice it. But what you do know is that after 10 seconds of your comm being on this channel, with wherever the signal's coming from, yours will have this code embedded. You can stop
I'll
before
turn my
that.
comm off.
Okay. So Camiya calls. Camiya, go ahead, start.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I call. I have no idea that this is happening.
Do I think it would show up? Would it also grab information from data pads? No, that wouldn't be linked to the comms, right?
Nothing. You can link a data pad through a network, but no.
Right, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to physically or manually type out on the data pad, so it's not going through the comms, that our comms have been bugged, and show it to the captain.
So you cut. So Camiya calls, and she says, "Hey," and then you turn it off.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on. I call back. What the hell? Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep.
I will send an automated response that we are at the brewery tour. But yeah, I will show the captain physically that our comms have been tapped, and I can't stop it.
Okay. I'll stop trying to call, and I guess I go try to meet them at the brewery tour. So I've got my information. I'm totally gonna come back here and race some dangerous swoops.
And that's how we lost Camiya. GG.
And yeah, I'll go ahead and go and try to find them.
Okay. So you go back up. You go get onto a speeder. Roll me perception.
Okay.
1 red, 1 purple.
Is that a perception?
Yep.
Difficulty?
1 red, 1 purple.
Okay. And I don't have Remi around now. I succeeded.
Okay. So you go up to where all the taxi speeders are.
Mm-hmm.
You open one of the doors. You sit down. You look forward at the driver, and the driver's picture doesn't match up with the person that the part of his face that you can see, like on the dash.
Like the hack license that you can see doesn't match?
Yep.
Okay.
Great. Do I recognize his face?
No. It's a humanoid. Or it's a human.
Yeah. I feel like I need to get out.
All right.
Does it
You're
do
not my
anything weird?
usual cabbie. Roll.
Does he do anything weird or try to go?
No. It's like, all right. So you didn't even close the door. You sat down. You saw it. You get back out.
No.
Girl on her own in the big city.
He's just nope.
Planet. City planet.
Well, yeah, I think she has enough reason to be suspicious at the moment.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to be a spy.
I'm a spy. That's me. She'll try to go somewhere else and come back and like get in a different cab or something.
Okay. You get into a different cab.
Does it have the same problem?
No. So where do you tell it to go?
Brewery.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the brewery.
All right, then. You go towards the brewery. It takes you 30 minutes. The boys, you guys have a little more time now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
They leave the brewery.
Right. I mean, at this point, I don't know
Leave
what
the
else
brewery
to do.
and
I
go
mean,
to the track. Yeah.
have we done all of the tour?
Yeah, the tour's over.
And we
could
found
have a
everything
few
we
drinks.
wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
You know that that
See if we're still
Coif
being
has
followed.
an office here.
I could try to make us an appointment, Captain.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. I would like to use their standard comms and try to make an appointment with Chohif's office.
Ooh. They say that
Is he the kind of person that you can make an appointment with?
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, this isn't going to work, Captain. That's not one of the people you can simply make an appointment with.
All right.
I do know where his office is, though, but I'm not sure we can get back there. Normally, I would suggest that I was simply a delivery robot, but that doesn't seem like it would fly around here. Why don't we have a few drinks? Well, you have a few drinks, and see if we're still being tailed.
All right. That sounds good.
What are you doing?
We're gonna wait. We're gonna just we're gonna have another drink at the brewery
Okay.
and look for any tails and decide on the next plan of action. So so we found Kotef, but now we can't get to him. Does that summarize it pretty well?
I know where he is, Captain. Or at least, I know where his office is. And he does live in this superstructure. It is possible we could try to visit him at home.
Why don't you think we can get to the office?
Well, it's inside the corporate office structure, so we would need a reason to be back there. At least that is my supposition, Captain. We could always simply try. The worst that could happen is security could explain that we're not allowed back there.
All right. And
This
then-
is a business. They have very little reason to think that we're not just tourists.
all right. Let's
We
try
could
that.
just take the brewery tour.
All right. So you want to just try to walk back to his office?
Yeah, why not?
All right. We could give it a shot.
All right. So you went on the tour enough, so you know how to get up to the offices. You're able to get pretty close to the offices until there's a person in like a Blazer who tries to stop you? I'm sorry, are you with the tour?
No, we were going to see Chotif.
Pardon? Who?
Cho Hif, Captain.
Sorry, Cho Hif. I'm not good with names.
Are you family? I don't understand. What? We're not supposed to allow people who back to this area of the facilities.
No, I'm not family. This is business. We have a business dealing with Mr. Cho Hif.
I can check to see if your appointment is lined up. They start checking.
As I start checking, I just try and walk past them.
Please. No.
I just keep walking.
No. You can't. No. You can't come back. Please, sir. No. Droid absolutely cannot. This is not the correct. Sir, please. Okay, just hold it. Please. Security. Yeah, and you can see like two larger figures come around the corner, and they come up to you.
All right, I'll stop for a moment.
Okay.
I don't understand what the problem is here. It should all be right there. I mean, we literally flew in tonight. This afternoon on a 14-hour hyperspace drive, and I mean, what's the problem?
We don't have record of any meeting that's supposed to happen.
Well, that's your problem, not my problem.
Sorry, there's something wrong with my droid, apparently. All right. So you're going to intimidate.
Sounds like a you problem.
You're going to coercion this guy?
I guess so. Or deception. There's a deception.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll let you do deception.
I haven't threatened him, so...
I've got a yellow and a green in deception. What have you got, Skipper?
A yellow and 2 green.
All right.
He has 2 purple and a black die.
Doing the talking.
2 purple and a black. Okay.
Because he's got backup.
Yeah, now he's a little suspicious.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, well, this happens sometimes. I apologize. I can send a message up. Can I ask who he should be expecting?
Let's give the first order names here.
Tell him Mikhail Svensson is here from... I'm trying to think which would be more... Like, if he was with the... If he was at all in contact with the Resistance, which would be more...
we could do Surret Imports.
Yeah, I'm thinking he may not be with the First Order, though.
No, but it is a good cover.
He's interested in Jedi stuff. Name one of the, more obscure Jedi temples that you saw on his list, in his datapad.
That's not a bad idea.
That's a bad idea.
That's a pretty good idea. We're doing good.
Okay, I'll
you
do
meat
that.
bags are doing real good.
All right, give me a name of a Jedi temple.
A name of a temple?
Yep.
I didn't think the temples had names.
Well, the locations, though. You got to earmark them somehow.
There's a temple that keeps popping up, over and over in his notes that he was looking for. And, you could say you're from there. So, and he's referring to it by a name. He's found one obscure name.
Okay.
That he thinks the name of a Jedi, but it could also be the janitor.
Okay.
Phyphon. Phyphon's a good name.
Phyphon, yeah.
Okay. I'll say this is in reference to Phyphon. He should know what it means.
Oh, you spelled that way different than I did.
All right. Surprise, surprise. Ito spelled things differently.
I went that one.
Oh, okay. Phyphon it is. So for those of you listening, it is spelled F-I-F-O-N, not T-H-Y-P-H-O-N, which is the way I was spelling it. Thank
right.
you, and good night.
Phyphon is the special word. If you send us that special word, we'll send you a sticker. All right. Yes, absolutely. So, from Phyphon, that's the name you're giving, or is it the organization you're coming from?
Just tell him it's in reference to Phyphon. He'll know what it means.
Okay. All right. Very, very. Okay. Yep. All right. I'll just
Very mysterious.
Very mysterious.
Cool.
All right. I'll be right back.
This has nothing to do with corporate espionage that you all hired me to do.
The two security people just kind of stand there. They're very big.
I stand there and am droidy.
All right. After a few minutes, they come back. This person goes back. Yes, absolutely. Please. So just see you immediately.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's go. We have to go. Hurry. We gotta. It's imperative. It sounded very imperative. It'll only take him about another minute to initiate charge down, and he'll be ready to speak with you.
All right.
You walk up, and there's mostly office, and then you walk past all the offices, and it looks a little more like R&D kind of feel to it, and you get to this door that is an actual just normal kind of door, and swings open, and you see that this is a pretty big, what you consider like an office room kind of room, but it's filled with this there's this massive chair in the middle, and there's these armatures that are all coming down to this dome that sits upon Chohif's head. And it looks like the armatures are powering down and pulling away in pairs. And it looks like as you walk in the door, the last two armatures power down and pull away from this helmet that he has. And he pulls off.
Do I have any idea what this is?
Give me an Old Republic roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the closest lane for this.
I mean, I have education. I mean, core world,
stuff.
Lore. Okay, Old Republic it is.
5 purple. 5 purple.
What?
No. It's a big old no. No idea what this is.
As the last two armatures power down, Remi, that buzz in the back of your head stops. And you no longer feel thirsty.
Cool.
Chohif kind of slumps in his chair a little bit, catching his breath. All right, you can leave. I've got this.
What is Chohif?
Chohif is I looked this up. Find it. Chohif is a Miraluka.
Oh, okay.
A Miraluka.
What is that?
It looks mostly human. It looks humanoid with slightly darker orangey skin and has a veil over its eyes.
The Miraluka were almost all wiped out.
Yep.
Okay, this is something from the Old Republic era.
You can.
I don't know what's happened to them since, though.
Roll me a science, I guess. They're S4.
Okay.
Like a biology or something. Medical science, something.
Medicine?
Roll me medicine.
Difficulty?
2 purple and a black.
3 successes and a threat.
Okay, so Miralukas can interbreed with humans, and you believe that this is a
hybrid,
a hybrid of the two. Yeah, it does not wear any of the same markings or any of the cultural items of a Miraluka. The veil over the eyes looks more like practical than anything else. It doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like it's a normal cultural Miraluka veil.
Mm-hmm. Male or female? Mr. Chohif, I presume.
Yes. Where did you find this information? I don't. Where'd you hear about?
I'll wait until the
Phyphon?
door is closed. Or I close the door
Yeah.
if it's not closed. I'm going to scan the area for listening devices while they're talking.
Yep, there are some.
There are some.
Yeah.
I type on the datapad, or are there visual like cameras as
Yep.
well? Okay.
They're not hidden.
Okay. They're just very obvious security.
Yeah.
Oh, they're his. Okay.
Well, they're not his, they're corporate.
They're corporate.
Oh, all right.
Is this something we can discuss in front of...
And I gesture towards the cameras and the audio devices.
You're going to be hard-pressed to find a place up in these offices that aren't monitored.
Well, then perhaps this would be a better discussion somewhere else.
We can wait until you're off duty if you would prefer, Mr. Chokov.
He waves his arm. His head doesn't move because he doesn't need to, but he waves his hand and you actually see that it looks like there's a set inside the wall is a what you would think of as like a pull-out kind of cot from the wall, and you do see some like food boxes and stuff like that.
Oh, this is your home.
Let's get right to the point then. I'm here looking for an ancient artifact
I'm out of that business.
that I believe was left here by a Jedi.
No, I don't mess with this anymore.
Might I inquire as to why, Mr. Chokov?
Because it doesn't lead to anything good. I spent a lot of my life trying to run down leads to figure out that exact kind of stuff, and I'm out of that game.
Please, just hear me out. And then if you can't help me, then that's fine.
Alright, I gotta get back on the air in 5 minutes. You've got that amount of time.
Alright. I believe there was an artifact left by a Jedi. And we desperately need to find this in order to save the galaxy.
Well, at least defeat the S-word Lord.
The what?
The Sith Lord. There's a new Sith Lord loose in the galaxy.
There's been a lot of people who've come up who've said they're Sith Lords. It's not it's dramatic, it's like they were gonna wear a cape.
No, this is not a new Sith Lord, Mr. Chohif. This is a Sith Lord that has been hibernating for the last 3,000 years. Actually, it's longer than that, but I think you get the impression. Regardless of whether or not you believe this is immaterial, we are looking for a particular location.
The location was a pyramid in shape, and that's really about all we have to go on.
It is our understanding that pyramid architecture was a architectural era of this planet.
Yeah.
We also have information that gray-robed figures went into and out of this pyramid, but we do not have much else to go on. We encountered your datapad some time ago.
You found my datapad?
Correct.
How the heck did you find my datapad? I threw that off the tallest building I could find.
Well, technically, we didn't find it. Someone else found it and showed it to us.
We could explain further, but do you really care?
Gosh, the Force acts in prickish ways, don't it? So what are you looking for there? Because I don't think you're going to find it, but I at least want to know why. You're not a seeker, are you?
No.
No, the other one.
No.
Then why do you care? There's not going to be anything down there for you.
I already told you why. There's a Sith Lord that we've encountered, and without this artifact, I don't see any way we can stop him.
Y'all need to get me in there.
I mean, he can't see you flirt with him. Mira Luca don't have eyes.
Wait,
That's
can
why
they
they
not
wear
see?
the... That's why they wear the thing over their face.
They see with the Force. They have empty sockets.
That is correct.
Oh, still then.
I was searching for the place for a really long time, and...
Might I inquire why you were searching, Mr. Cho'Gath?
Are you familiar with my race?
Yes.
We have a connection to the Force that we can't shake off, regardless of what we do. It forces its...
Not without losing your ability to perceive. No,
yeah.
Mr. Cho'Gath.
It forces us to use it. That's why I'm here. And he waves his arm at all the technology around him. I at least found a way to use my abilities and my connection to the Force to at least pay some of my debt. Before this,
Is that what causing everyone to be more thirsty, Mr. Cho'Gath?
Yeah, I'm the...
Look, we do not care what your corporation is doing. Please continue.
I searched for a long time to try and find a master, to try and find teachings or something so I could do the thing that's in the old hollows, be a hero that pops up and brings balance to stuff. And
you incurred a considerable amount of debt in doing so?
Yeah, not just monetarily either. So,
favors were owed.
Yeah. So when I got close and I found where the temple should be, and me finding it meant that other people found it.
So you led others to the temple?
I didn't mean to.
I'm not accusing you, Mr. Cho'Gath. I'm simply confirming.
A lot of people got hurt. They didn't find the they didn't
Did
find...
they think there was a holocron there or something?
He was still... Operatives found it, cleared it out aggressively. Mm-hmm. They didn't find the deeper parts of the temple, but the only way to make sure that they didn't find it was for myself to walk away too.
I see. Whose operatives?
I don't know. I would have assumed Imperial, but they didn't move around like Imperials. It was
When
weird.
was this?
About 7 years ago.
I see.
We could take him with us, Captain.
I'm not going anywhere.
You do not wish to be away from your debt and those you are indebted to?
This is how I'm paying my debt.
How much is remaining on your debt? Monetarily, at least.
If I work here day and night for another 4 years, I can pay off the debt that bought my friend's freedom. If not, they know where he is, and he gets taken back in.
That wasn't really an answer.
That's how that's the agreement. If they told me an amount of money, I could possibly find that amount of money, sell something else, but that's not what they want. They want my time and my service, as opposed to his life.
Where is your friend? Why don't we abscond with you and your friend, then? In exchange, you help us get to the lower levels.
That's going to need a roll.
Captain, perhaps you could be more of assistance in this. I am calculating things.
What do you want?
I'm trying to figure out how this
roll?
device works.
Without asking?
Negotiation? What do you... I don't know what role you want.
Well, you're trying to bargain with him. So, I think you're trying to gain his trust.
Dormammu, we've come to negotiate.
So I think you're trying to get on his good side, to make him trust you about it. So I think that would be charm.
Yeah.
So the difficulty is going to be 1 red and 3 black. Oh.
Oh,
2
boy.
successes and a despair.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, he agrees and they immediately know because he's bugged.
I think that would probably be threats. I don't know. Like, despair would seem worse.
Well, them immediately knowing would mean that we need to work fast because this might go.
So,
like, they're going to act on it.
Cause he knows this, so he waves his hand. And you hear the hum in the back of your head again. and he talks to you in your head. He's like, if you can secure my friend off planet and safely, if you can guarantee me that, I'll help you. But
so I'm assuming he talks to the captain, not to me.
Yeah. There's no way for him to get out of here and them to not know that I had a hand in it. But that's not what I'm worried about. Can you guarantee me this?
I can't guarantee you anything without any more information. I can certainly do my best to do everything you said, but you haven't told me anything. You haven't told me where your friend is. You haven't told me what you're really worried about. Without any of that, I can't do anything.
He scrunches his face for a moment, and then your vision is blotted out, white, blinding light, and you just have this after image of a frail humanoid in a star wheelchair. And on the side of the wheel, which is weird, wheels, you see embossed...
Oh, it's actual wheels. It's not a hover chair.
No, it's actual wheels. Which is terrible because there's stairs everywhere. On the side of it, you see that it gives effectively like a star retirement home kind of a place. It's called White Dwarf Acres.
Why don't we put it next to the cemetery while we're at it?
Because stars turn into white dwarfs sometimes. Uh-huh. So it would make sense that if you name a retirement home, you would in a sci-fi place.
All right.
You get him. You make sure he's safe. You promise me that, and I'll help you.
Okay. Deal. Remi gets up and walks out.
S4M looks at the mirror, Luca, then looks back at the captain and follows the captain.
He gets back into his chair. The armatures start to click back in place and power back up. And as they do, Remi feels thirsty. Yeah, Camiya, you arrive at the brewery station kind of a thing, as I assume you two are going back down to the taxi area also?
Yes.
Your speeder door opens and you see S4 and Remi walking down the hallway.
Hey. Yeah. Think they might...
S4M suddenly holds up a data pad that explains that our comms have been bugged and I can't do anything about it.
Oh.
And then puts it down.
Oh.
3 other speeders come up to the dock.
I think they might suspect me.
Doors open. And 6 people brandishing blasters exit their vehicles.
Someone's about to have a medical emergency.
Ta-da!
Thanks for listening. To make sure you don't miss any big updates, follow us on Facebook at No Match for a Blaster, or on Twitter at Morality_Plays. If you enjoyed our show, please leave us a review on iTunes and visit our Patreon at patreon.com/moralityplays. No Match for a Blaster's podcast, Morality Plays. Star Wars, Edge of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, and Force and Destiny are made by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Our theme is by Kevin MacLeod, sound effects by Tristan Lundgren, Bendis, and Akimov. And of course, I'd like to thank my amazing players. Brandon playing Remi Drobash, Gerald playing S4M3L, and Bobby playing Camiya Saris. And of course, I'd like to thank you, our listeners. And we'll see you again soon in a galaxy far, far away.